Yo, wagwan, we're back with another video for your head tops. If you've been playing this game in ranked or in tournaments, then you know just how strong Gojo's blue technique is, especially when he tries to get you on wake up. So today I'm going to show you every character's best option to use when you're being blued by Gojo. You'd be surprised at some of the defensive options. Speaking of tournaments, I'm hosting a Fight Club tournament this weekend on February the 25th. The sign up link will be pinned in the comments, so if you think you and your duo has what it takes to become the Fight Club champion, then make sure to sign up and read the rules. Also, if you want more helpful tip videos, then make sure to get this video to 300 likes and I'll be back with more. Make sure to subscribe as we're close to 9,000 subscribers, and be sure to press the join button if you want to support the channel and join the Fight Club. We have over 150 members in it so far. Enough waffling, let's get into the action. So real quick, a lot of people don't actually know this, but if you hit Gojo as he's doing blue, then you can stop the whole move completely. One of the worst things you can do is to block straight away, because he's essentially setting you up for a joint attack, or if his teammate's free, then they can jump in and attack you too. If you've got the minerals for it, then you can do the perfect parry, but I don't even think you're built like that. I don't have notations, but I will be using the move names, so check the command list if you're unsure. We're gonna go through each character's best options, starting with Yuji. You would think his projectile can stop blue, but because it doesn't register as an actual hit, Gojo can still get his blue off. Yuji has a few good options. Spinning kick or his downward kick have some range to them. If you're quick enough, you can hit Gojo out of blue, or at the very least you can knock him back so he can't go for a joint attack. By far, Yuji's best move is his armored drop kick. This pushes him out of the blast radius of blue and applies pressure to Gojo, keeping you safe. Because you're armored, you do have some protection if he tries to attack you. Sukuna is a tricky one because he has good options, but you have to time them right. He has a ton of armored moves which can take the hit of blue. If you want to try and trick Gojo into attacking, his hammer move is pretty good for this. The only thing with his armored moves is that Gojo can see it coming, so it may be easily punishable. His auto combo is effective, but Gojo can teleport through it. So the most successful blue blocker I've seen is Sukuna's stamp. Even if Gojo blocks it, it knocks him back far enough for you to get some safety and plan your own attack. Don't try and Fuga because it doesn't come out in time. However, this mantle does have good range and comes out quick enough to catch Gojo. Next we got Megumi. His flying double attack is armored and if timed correctly can thrust him out of blue and attack Gojo. Megumi has tons of options. His Toad is a great punish for blue. It pulls Gojo closer to you or launches him in the air. If he blocks the Toad, it knocks Gojo back, giving you some breathing room. Also, if his Shikigami is already out, you can attack Gojo before he finishes blue. However, if you have to summon your Shikigami, they won't come out in time to stop blue, so you're better off using the armored attack or the Toad. Nobara hasn't got many good options because by the time she shoots her projectile, she may already take the damage from blue. She does, however, have her big swing attack, which pushes her forward out of blue and can hit Gojo if timed correctly. Also, the first hit of her auto combo is good if you see Gojo aim in blue. It just depends on the range. Try not to commit to more than the first hit of the auto combo, as it will leave you vulnerable if you go for more. You'll be surprised to know that one of Gojo's best options is to use blue to get out of the opponent's blue. Red has a lot of pushback, and if you use it quickly, you can create space between you and the opponent. Some of his melee attacks work great as well. His spin kick attack and spinning kick flurry, because it teleports you to the opponent. Also, Gojo has infinity, which you can use to tank the hit of blue, then go for a punish. Maki actually has a projectile which works great if you use it as soon as you see blue. If Gojo attempts to do a join after blue, he will be hit by the projectile, so it's always a safe bet. Maki also has a few other moves that can be useful to stop blue. Her sword combo cleave comes out pretty quick and can stop Gojo if he's close enough. Also, Maki has her block and counter move, which can be used to stop the blue attack at the point where it deals damage. Inumaki is an interesting one because his options all depends on how close Gojo is to him. His frenzy move can be used to give him a boost to try and get closer to Gojo. Then if you press circle again, you will get your blast away move. This can be good for if Gojo is fishing for a joint attack, as you'll blast him away, but you will end up trading hits. If you're close enough, you can use the stop and it will shut down Gojo's blue immediately. Also, Inumaki's counter does work, but you have to counter at the point that blue does the actual damage and not when you're being sucked in by it. Panda has a couple of good moves as he has a lot of armored attacks. Panda Tackle is probably his best option because it thrusts you forward just enough that you can get to Gojo and out of the blast radius. Also, if you have enough cursed energy, just go into gorilla mode and start swinging with Panda Rush. You tank the hit from Gojo's Blue and anything else he tries to do and just mow him down. Nanami has an armored attack called Kick Away, which I haven't seen a lot of players using, but it is a pretty good move to get in on your opponent. Even though it hits them away, this is great for someone trying to set you up with blue. That's why you should be aiming to do that every time you see a Gojo Blue. Obviously for Todo, the Boogie Woogie is good, but if Gojo is close to you, you can still get sucked in by the blue. So it's either best to use his armored lariat attack for when he tries to join, or use the manual stone throw Boogie Woogie to angle yourself away from Gojo's Blue. You have to do it quick though, otherwise you'll still be hit by blue before you can get your Boogie Woogie off. Yuta has a pretty good move for getting out of blue. His lunge attack has so much thrust to it, you get away from blue completely. That is 100% his best option if you don't have Rika. Also, he has a sliding slash, but that can only be done on the floor, so if the blue is on the floor, you can use that to get out. If you've used Geto, then you already know he has some slow start up on his moves and slow recovery, but there are some cheap tricks you can use for Geto to get out of blue. His launch attack can be used to punish you out of blue and allow for easy perfect parries when you get sucked back in. But if you time it correctly, you can get out of blue at the end or launch Gojo if he goes for a joint attack. If you're a Mahito main, look away now because he doesn't have any good options to get out of blue. That is with any of his attacks. His sword attack can reach Gojo if he's within range, but it's not ideal because you have recovery after the attack. Mahito's cursed alien babies can't escape blue either, but for some reason, Mahito has an easier time dashing out of blue. Make sure you have full sprint meter, and right at the very end, if you jump, you should be able to get free of blue. Jogo is agile and has a few good options. He has a flame burst attack which pushes him back away from the blue and hits Gojo only if you're within range though. You can also use the volcano trap move for if Gojo tries to go for a joint attack. Also, Jogo's auto combo is a great option because the lava comes out so quick. But just like Mahito, Jogo also has an easier time dashing out of blue. So make sure you jump right near the end after using your sprint. Hanami's best option is the Cursed Bud Fling. It applies pressure, so if Gojo tries to attack, he'll be hit with it, but also pushes him back if he guards. So you have time to perfect parry blue or just block it, and you'll still be out of range from an attack. If blue is on the floor, it is a lot easier to jump out of, so make sure you are trying to jump too. Eso and Kechizu don't have great normal options, but they do have the Wing King technique, which almost always beats blue. Also, using the little brother attack, which sends Kechizu to the opponent, stops blue. So although you have to use cursed energy, it is almost always worth it. Those are all the characters' best options to get out of blue. I tried to not go for moves that use cursed energy because most times you could just be level 1 getting blued on wake up without any cursed meter. So that's why I decided to go for these specific options, so that if you do get out of blue, you will still have cursed energy available and do a cursed attack. If there's any other ways that you know of to get out of blue that are good, make sure you comment them down below. If you made it this far into the video, then make sure to comment down below the blue circle emoji so I know you saw this secret message. And if you want more helpful tips and tricks for JJK Cursed Clash, then let's hit the likes goal of 300 likes and I'll get another video uploaded. Make sure to smash that rascal subscribe button as I've been live streaming JJK every week on the channel. I'm also hosting the tournament this weekend, so make sure to check the pinned comment for all the information on it. And if you want more JJK action, then check out this video right here.